Hey, howdy, hey, you're on with the Juice Man, and this is a boat game. I got a game for you guys today in the brand new legendary Italian battleship, the Cristoforo Colombo. Joined today by my good friend and fellow CC, Big B2O Gaming. Going to be a link to his channel in the description. I'm running my 16.3 Paolo Revell, Hipper and Harna Inspirations. I got Porcupine for the secondaries, mostly a tank build, and there's the mods. Epic secondary build, secondaries, a little bit of survivability, concealment. We got 16 381s reaching out to 17.8 kilometers, reloading in almost 32 seconds, with 5400 HE alpha, 24% fire chance, 11,000 AP damage. We're absolutely covered in 24 90mm secondaries and 18 152 secondaries reaching out to 10.1, reloading in 4.8 and 6.8 seconds respectively, 2,000 3800 alpha. We're spotted at 13.6 kilometers, 11.4 by planes, and 10.9 in a smoke screen. Now that's important because getting spotted in your smoke absolutely sucks. 83,000 hit points, 36% torpedo damage reduction. We're pushing 30.5 knots, turning around in a kilometer, moving the rudder in 18 seconds. Now we've got a 120 20mm AA guns putting out fat DPM, 16 37 mils, 32 37 mils, and our 24 90mm secondaries are dual purpose. So there's the stats if you want to pause and look at them. That's with this build if you wanted to pause and look at the commander as well. But without further ado, let's get straight into this game. Team is spotted coming right up mid, so I'm just going to dump a salvo at him, get some overpens, try to scare him off a little bit. We're stacking the shells a little bit onto him, but we only hit him for 2 pens and 3,000 damage. But honestly, I can't complain too much. I want to get another shot at him. I'm not sure if I'm going to because the reload on this thing is pretty long. But I wasn't sure about putting on Brawler because just having a couple tank skills never hurts. I'm going to throw down my rolling smoke here so I can stay concealed and try to get some more shots. Team is smoking himself up, and this broadside Minotaur is too good to pass up. I would have put all my shells into the island shooting at the Shima anyway. Let's see what 16 15-inch armor-piercing rounds can do to a Minotaur. Now, I blap him for a good portion of his health, nearly 30k. It probably would have been more if the shells actually hit him, but the accuracy of this ship is the accuracy through volume. I'm sure if this thing is firing 16 guns and hitting 9, it's better than, let's say, the Veneto firing 9 guns and hitting 3, right? It only makes sense to me. So I'm going to hang out here just a little bit longer, see if anything gets spotted, have a quick look at who's on the enemy team, who's firing those torps. And I know it's a Shima. There's a Conquer, and he's starting to make a turn, so I'm going to adjust my aim for the turn to hit upper belt, but he's not going to continue the turn. I'm still going to chunk him pretty decently here, though. Now, one of my favorite features of this new ship, one of the things that makes me love it the most, you can see them in action right now, the 360-degree rear turrets. You noticed I was firing all 4 guns on my left side, and well before I'm even reloaded, my guns are pointing off the other side. Organia has pushed broadside out in front of me, likely had no idea I was here. Secondaries are going to open up on him a little bit, but I'm going to take a shot at him with the guns. Down goes Burgania for the first blood. That's our kill. So we're barely 3 minutes into the game. I've got 3 Citadels, a kill, a couple secondary hits, and 64,152 damage. I can clearly see by the minimap where the Shima was last spotted, pushing into the little gap between the middle and Alpha. So I'm going to get my guns back on that side and get ready for him. Enemy GK gets absolutely deleted by our Shima. That's always fun to see. A couple battleships over here, a Conch and a Verdi. And that's what I was waiting for right there, the Shimakaze. He's spotted by our carrier right now. And I'm pretty sure he's going to take a big hit from Big right there. Yeah. There's Big sitting in the Bravo cap, and he just had the perfect shot at Shima. But Shima's pushing straight into me, and as much as I wanted to let the secondaries kill him here, because it would have been a close quarters expert, I couldn't risk him getting his torps off. The secondaries weren't aiming quick enough. Secondaries probably would have killed him right there. They were decently accurate, but I just had to make sure he went down before he got any torps at me. if he had any at all, but I wasn't going to take the risk. Now there's nobody else near me. I'm going to push straight into the alpha cap, and I'm going to try to cap it. The enemy Minotaur managed to heal back enough of his health to get dev struck when Big shot at him. That's a Minotaur down, and they're down 4 ships, and we haven't lost one yet. Right now I'm slamming on the brakes to stay behind this island because I don't want to send it straight through the cap and either not get the cap or potato out of it or get shot and get reset and then just take longer to cap. And I kick her in reverse just in case I get to shoot at this conquer. But Big takes a big chunk out of him, and he reaffirms me that, no, I don't need to back up. I'm not even going to get a shot at the Conqueror. He's got the Conqueror, don't worry about it. So I start pushing forward to try to flank out this Verdi that's sitting in the back. Solo cap secured. Big is literally on life support, and down goes the Conqueror. Unfortunately, he's going to be further taken out by the Giuseppe Verdi now. Verdi looks like he's reversing, so I'm pushing straight for this corner with all my guns on him. But I think somewhere around here when he drops spot, he has a bit of a change of heart and decides he wants to go forward a little bit. No, I just remembered. He was pushing around backwards. Then he got radared by the Des Moines. I'm not sure if he had already started pushing forward at that point or if he had stopped, but the radar from the Des Moines, and now he's spooked, now he's running away. Then I think right about here is where he stops. And he puts the ship back in reverse, and he says, hey, wait a minute. I have almost 3/4 of my health. I could take on a Des Moines, no problem. So he starts reversing again. Because remember, I don't think I've been spotted since I was around the B cap. I really don't think I... No, I got spotted by the Shima, but I think that's the last time. So Verdi very likely has no idea that it's going to be me the first one around this corner. He's probably expecting a Des Moines. Nonetheless, all of his guns are pointing this way, so I'm going to get a bit of an angle. Unfortunately, I'm over-angled a little bit, but I look at him, I look at his Citadel, I take the shot, and devastating strike for 45, I think, 1,000 damage on him. He managed to get a good chunk out of me, though, and it's because, again, I was over-angled. I was hoping I'd be able to get my shots into him before he realized and fired his guns, but he got me for a decent chunk. So I'm healing up, and I'm pushing into this cap, because I want it. I'm at 3 kills, 111,000 damage with the dev strike, and there's 3 ships left on the enemy team. There's this Smalland, I'm not sure, who played an absolutely incredible game. Just wait till you see the post-match results. You'll see he did everything he could to stop our team from winning, but unfortunately, he just couldn't pull it off. He was already too outnumbered by the end of the game. And I had personally, with the help of Big, dismantled their team. So I'm in the cap, and I've got it about half cap now. You'll notice I dropped spot just before I took that shot at the Smalland. And I'm about to drop spot again. 30 seconds on cap. Now I make a bit of a mistake here. I'm currently unspotted, and I have this cap all to myself, and I'll probably get this cap all to myself. What I should do right now is pop my rolling smoke so I don't get spotted by planes. Not shoot at the Ismo right now. See, there's the plane spot. 13 seconds on the cap. It could have been another solo cap right here. But I was plane spotted anyway, i.e. so I take a shot at the Ismo. That's when I realized, oh man, what am I doing? Nobody's within range of me to even spot me. I should have smoked up prior, not been spotted, just checked my smoke firing again, 10.4. And I would have got the cap and been able to sail straight through it a bit sooner. But doesn't matter, I'm still in the cap, and I believe I'm still the only one in the cap. I'm gonna get it. Would you look at what's been spotted? The enemy midway. Double checking my smoke firing again so I don't shoot him out of the smoke prematurely and get spotted. But 3 seconds left to cap, nobody's going to hit me. I'm taking a shot at this midway. That looks so free right now. Solo cap secured, and away I go. So my secondaries are starting to work on the Ismo, while I take my shots at the midway. With my first salvo, absolutely chunk him for 35,000 damage. What I should have done right here is hit my secondary booster to get more DPM downrange at the Ismo. But in my mind, I was still saving one for my inevitable fight with the small hand. Heat of the moment, should have done it, didn't. I'm just looking for another shot at the midway. Now it's too late. I hit the secondary booster, get some secondaries downrange. Take another shot at the midway. Ismo goes down. Unfortunately, not to me. But, securing my 4th kill with a 28k salvo, I've killed the midway. So here I sit, 11 citadels, 4 kills, 2 solo caps, only 3 planes shot down. A devastating strike, high caliber, and first blood at 190,158 damage. We took a calculated risk on those torps because we were decently certain that they were going to be low alpha, as he is an European destroyer. So I only take 8,200 to the bow and a flood. No fires from the carrier, that was his last squadron. I'm now safe from the carrier. So I'm just looking for my 5th kill now. 190,000 damage. I've got the high caliber, but not yet the Confederate. Taking another shot at the Smoland, and here's a pro tip for all you gamers. If there's one ship left alive on the enemy team, and it's a destroyer and you're hunting it and it's not spotted, and you're decently certain it's not gonna get spotted within your reload time, i.e. you're not pushing around the corner of an island, you might get bum rushed around, load the HE. Or if it's gonna be a bit of a chase, load the HE. It's absolutely free to switch to high explosive, and you will be rewarded for it, as I'm about to. I don't know what happens to Smoland here. Somebody hits him with HE and he instant damage cons a fire or something. I think he instantly damage cons something from that hit, and I set a fire. I'm not sure how it happened. I'm not sure if his damage con was on cooldown, but I set a fire on him and it continues to burn. I'm hitting him with a couple secondaries. I'm asking my team very nicely to get back because I'm on almost 200,000 damage and I'm about to get a Kraken. Everybody's shooting at him because they're greedy, but inevitably he goes down to my fire. Bam. So I was expecting not to get a whole lot of XP. I was thinking I'd be just over 3,000 XP. That was a pretty decent game, 200,000 damage. You know, I bonked some destroyers, but these Italian ships tend not to get recognized for those things. We finished the game with 201,058 damage, 54 shell hits, 6 planes shot down, 1 in cap, 5 kills, 1 fire, 11 citadels, 2 solo caps, 16 secondary hits, Confederate, First Blood, High Cal, Kraken, Dev Strike. You absolutely love to see it. Absolute scorcher of a game, base XP wise. This is the highest XP I've put up in a battleship personally. And everybody that watched this on Big Stream was absolutely stunned with this XP amount, 4,137. I asked around among the other CCs if any of them had put up a similar number in base XP, and people have come, you know, into the high 3,000s, but nobody's gone over 4K. So I'm going to go ahead and call this the base XP record, and I hope it stands for quite some time until someone with actual skill comes along and breaks it. So on that note, if you liked the video, hit like, hit subscribe, do what you want. Shout out to Big once more for letting me join him on a stream, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.